afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our funeral service this afternoon. Thank you all for coming. Look, before we do commence the service, we might just encourage everyone to take their seats, and would you please be conscious of turning off all of your electronic devices, your mobile phones. You could either turn them off or put them onto silent as we want to commence the service shortly. Thank you. Well, good afternoon, everyone. What a pleasure it is to be here amongst you this afternoon at this special service, this funeral service for Denise Brown. It's lovely to see so many of you here, and I'm sure husband John and sons Adrian, Matthew and daughter Jane will be delighted to see so many of you here. Thank you for taking time out of your busy lives to come along and to honour, to remember, to salute and to pay tribute to a wonderful lady as we celebrate the life and times of Denise Brown. It was a pleasure to be invited to conduct this funeral service this afternoon, and a privilege, and I am indeed thankful to represent the family and the Simplicity Funerals who have been able to put together this service. We acknowledge their recognition and we trust that all will participate in our service today. My name is Greg Wilson, and I will conduct the funeral service today and outline the program as we go along. As mentioned just prior to the commencement of our service, for reasons of turning off your mobile phones, it helps and assists in the ability of being able to maintain the reverence and the dignity of our service this afternoon. The funeral service will be conducted in this manner. We will invite Denise and John's eldest son Adrian shortly to talk with us, followed by Denise's brother Jared Jones, who will conduct the eulogy. And following Jared's remarks, Susan Schillerbeer has been invited to perform the beautiful song, Climb Every Mountain. Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian Brown. Thank you, Adrian, for your remarks this afternoon. Under difficult circumstances, we appreciate the words that you have spoken. To Jared, Denise's brother, what a beautiful eulogy as you outline to us all here this afternoon your sister's life and the contribution that she has made within the community. And how so pleased we are, Susan, that you have been able to come here today and perform that wonderful rendition of the outstanding Sound of Music classic that Denise so loved, and with great meaning, I might add, Climb Every Mountain. I had the pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, during the week to visit with the Browns and to speak with them, to understand their difficulty in time of trial, and to learn a little bit about the Lady Denise. She was born in 1950 and was a baby boomer, and unfortunately life taken short in her 64th year. She loved the garden, and that's one reason why we have brought one of her roses along today, as a symbol of the representation that she has and played through her life. I think, ladies and gentlemen, it's appropriate at this time to outline and explain the difficulty that we might all be experiencing as we take this journey today, coming into the process of understanding what death is all about. I think for many of us, we come to learn the process, but for some it is very difficult. Death, for a lot, means that it's terminal, permanent. There is nothing else to follow. But I think it's refreshing and understanding, and hopefully that we grasp this concept that our God, the maker of all mankind, has a plan for all of us. That the path that Denise travelled and the doorway for which she has now entered is something that we all must travel. And I think it would be appropriate if we kind of understood or was more confident in realising that there is more than our mortal existence here, and that we will go and sit at the feet of our Maker and have the opportunity of enjoying immortality. It's a concept, ladies and gentlemen, that's difficult for a lot, as mentioned, but I think it does make for a lot easier understanding of what death is all about if we know that there is an opportunity for something beyond what we're experiencing here today. In learning of what John and Denise were about, John intimated that he was married to Denise in the summer of 73. For John and Denise, they began their lives together, and unfortunately today their partnership has now been severed. To tell us how all that feels, John was keen and willing to be able to come and speak. I think that shows an enormous amount of courage and conviction about how he felt about his beloved bride and about the impact that she had on not only his life, his family's life, and those that she came in contact with. At the conclusion of John's remarks, we will highlight the video of all the photographs of the family's life and their opportunity of seeing all about how they processed through their journey of life. And so, without any further ado, we'll call up John to speak with us now. Thank you, John. I think that for a man to speak as well as you did today, John, and share your feelings about the precious lady that was in your life comes at a cost. There will be times when there will be spaces in your life that you can't fill, and it'll be sad for you, as it is with many of us, because we will remember Denise and as she was sitting next to us, or she entered the room, or we saw her from afar. But now there's a space that can't be filled. We need to learn to adjust and to fill that space with the beautiful roses that she was able to grow. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, that concludes our service today. Thank you for showing the respect and dignity as we all participated in this beautiful service. Light refreshments will be served in the lounge adjacent to this chapel. Here on my left and through this door, it's all on your right-hand side. Those wishing to travel to the Enfield Cemetery for the burial can follow the Hurst and immediate family, leaving these grounds at 4 p.m. sharp. Will the coffin bearers please approach the coffin? Sons Adrian and Matthew, Denise's brother Bill, and grandsons Paul, Ian and Terry. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please be all upstanding as the family now takes Denise on her last journey. So, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our service. We look forward to seeing you in the lounge to catch up and to share experiences of this great woman, Denise Brown. Thank you all for coming.